Hey guys, what's up? It's Carmela Maniac. If you're new to my channel, sit down, take off your coat, and stay a while, because today I'm going to be live reacting to and breaking down What Was That by Lorde. And I know everyone's freaking out because she hasn't released music in a long time, so here we are. I just want to preface this video by stating that there are mature themes in this song, so please be warned. It's definitely an interesting sound to start off the song. It kind of sounds like a duck, but it's cool.
Yeah, I'm missing you.
I think the pre-chorus is kind of interesting because between where she's singing the lines, "Oh, I'm missing you," and "Yeah, I'm missing you," it goes almost completely silent. So it's a kind of a cool like contrast thing where it's just like kind of catches your attention because the vocals just kind of come out of nowhere. And then it just goes back to being quiet.
You pulls up, we kissed for hours straight, but baby, what was that? I remember.
The chorus is also interesting because most of the instruments that were playing before that are not playing anymore here. And like if you've ever seen any of my videos, you know that choruses are supposed to be bigger. So it is definitely interesting that she chose to have a pretty quiet chorus.
Didn't know then that you'll never be enough. Oh, since I was 17.
This kind of build-up that happens during the chorus, it's not a huge one. They just add like one more thing on top of the house chords that were already being played in the beginning of the chorus. But the build-up makes me think that there's going to be like a huge electronic music drop and it's going to be really sick. So let's see if that's where the song actually goes.
Dream, oh baby, what was that?
Okay, so we did get a drop that happens right after the chorus, which is strange. And it's not as big as I thought it was going to be, and the build-up made it seem like it was going to be a lot bigger than it was. But it still was a drop nonetheless, but just a more chill one. Which makes sense, because Lorde's music is maybe like indie, like not quite it is mainstream, but it's not, it's like indie pop kind of.
What was that?
It's interesting because this post-chorus where she says "what was that," it sounds like that is the chorus. Like it's labeled as the post-chorus, but that part sounds like it's the chorus. It's like the kind of the first climax of the song. And in the post-chorus we have a lot of reverb on Lorde, so she kind of sounds like she's in the background and kind of behind all of the electronic instruments. So it definitely gives off the electronic music vibe.
What was that?
There really are just some interesting sounds in this song, like the little kind of clown horn that plays in the post-chorus is interesting. It's kind of like the lead for that part, along with the weird duck noise in the beginning. It's cool. She's using sounds that you don't usually hear, and it works. It's kind of quirky.
Still with me when I'm out with my friends.
Like I was saying before, the weird kind of sounds, the beat, or more like the more percussive part that finally comes in the second verse, is also made up of a bunch of different noises, and they're not like your traditional snare, hi-hat, or kick or anything like that. They're just they're percussive elements, but they're not the ones that are normally used.
I stare at their painted faces that talk current of.
The kick is traditional, but like the weird kind of racquetball sounds, that's just the first word that came to my head. Those kind of racquetball sounds are kind of untraditional.
I tried to let whatever.
I really like the little bass thing that comes in the pre-chorus. It's kind of like gritty a little bit, but in a good way. I really like that bass that she put in there. And listening to this song without headphones, kind of you lose a lot of the depth it has, and so it sounds a lot better if you listen to the song with headphones. And really, if you're a music enjoyer, you really should just be listening with headphones or a really good pair of speakers. So I don't know, I like the song a lot better listening to it with headphones. That was interesting. There was a little part between the pre-chorus and the chorus where it just was like kind of a static note that happened for a good amount of time, like maybe 4 seconds or more, and it was kind of anxiety inducing or panic inducing. And then it has like this little release that happens right before the chorus happens. I think it's definitely there to kind of unsettle you a little bit, and it worked pretty well.
In the back garden, blow pupils up. We kiss for hours straight, well baby, what would...
So this chorus actually sounds like a chorus, whereas the one before it didn't. This one has a lot more instruments. It has that vocal that she has a lot of reverb on her voice, so that her voice kind of sounds bigger and wider, making the chorus sound bigger as well. So it follows the trend of each chorus being bigger than the last, which is good.
I remember saying then, this is the best cigarette of my life. Well,
one thing that bugs me just a little bit is just how the diction she's using with her words, like how she said, this is the best cigarette of my life. It's a little annoying to me.
want you just like that, into your hairs, we're in a sandstorm and it knocks me out.
And you know, this song is not very vocally challenging. Sometimes she really does just stay on the same note, especially in the chorus here. It's not very interesting, but it fits in the song. It's just a little bit annoying and gets kind of repetitive over time.
We wake from a dream, oh baby, what was that?
We have another little instrumental again after the chorus with that weird kind of clown horn lead, which is interesting.
'Cause I want you just like that, blue light, I can make it all right.
That was really weird. On the line, 'cause I want you just like that, when I'm in the blue light, I can make it all right. It sounds like she has another vocal part of her, except it's much lower. And the first time I heard it, I was like, is someone speaking? Do I need to, you know what I mean? Like, it was really weird. It just kind of like, it creeped me out a little bit. Not creeped me out, but it kind of was like, you know when you're watching something and then someone adds in the knocking noise and it sounds really real because it sounds like it's like behind you or something like that? That's what it felt like. That's what that lower voice felt like. It was very unsettling and surprising, but it definitely made me like look around like this. So I mean, it kept me interested.
What was that? I can make it all.
It almost sounds like there's a third vocal part that's kind of distorted and very low when she sings the line, when I'm in the blue light, I can make it all right. It especially stands out in the first part when she says, when I'm in the blue light.
What was that?
So like I've said before, I don't listen to lyrics, but it's kind of hard not to when she's saying the same thing over and over again, and also because it's the name of the song. But I'm looking at the lyrics right now just because I can refer to each part correctly, like the verse and the pre-chorus, whatever. And here she says, baby, what was that? And then also earlier I heard her mention NDMA. So I'm wondering if this song is about her having an experience and then she sees something that kind of scares her and she goes, what was that? I don't know, that's what I imagined. And like that weird little static note part is kind of like unsettling, and so maybe that's part of it, of like seeing something weird while you're in that state and then like saying, what was that? I don't know, just a theory, but we're not one of those channels, so that's all I'm gonna say about that. The song kind of ends with that weird little duck noise that was in the beginning and that same weird and unusual sounding percussive part. Something about this song makes me very uneasy. Like, it's not scary, it's just a little bit unsettling, but it's in a comforting way. Like, it's not a scary song, but it's just a little bit off, if you know what I mean. I think she definitely meant for that to happen, so good on her for being able to convey that. And like I said before, the vocals don't really do much, but that's just kind of how the song is, so it's fine. But I do like how she used different sounding instruments for most of the song, and I did appreciate the kind of electronic feel it had, just because I'm a fan of electronic music. I think once you actually take the time to listen to this song with a pair of headphones, it becomes a lot more cool and has a lot more depth, like I mentioned earlier. But when I was just like searching through playlists to find a song to review and I played it off my phone speakers, it was just kind of flat and didn't have much going on with it. I will say it kind of changes a lot. It doesn't have a continuous beat throughout the song, which is interesting. It's just kind of like a different song. Yeah, so the chorus is just it's just the same, almost the same note throughout the whole chorus, and it's just a little bit too static, just a little bit too annoying. There's some interesting mixing going on with the vocals here. Like there's a part, I think it's right after the first chorus, where Lorde's voice, it's like doubled and it has reverb on it. And then for the last line, it says, where she says, "Baby, what was that?" It's like completely, all the reverb is gone. There's just one part of her and it's like very personal. And she's like, "What was that?" And then they continue onto the little like instrumental thing with the weird clown horn. The rest of the song has more going on in the vocal department. So I think she probably did the kind of static notes in the chorus on purpose. Maybe to give it more of an unsettling vibe. I'm not sure. Yeah, like I said, there's just kind of a lot of weird instrument noises that are not commonly used. So that makes this song cool. I would say it's a cool song and definitely exciting that Lorde has finally released some more music. I just don't really like the chorus. It's just too static. There's not much going on vocally, but the rest of it's pretty cool.
We kissed for hours straight, but baby, what was that? I remember saying that.
I'm gonna give this song a 7 out of 10 on the Mellometer. Not my favorite song. It has some cool elements, and it's exciting that Lorde released new music, just a little bit too static in the choruses. I wonder if Lorde is back or if she's just gonna drop this and then just disappear for like a millennia. I don't know. We shall find out. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this review, or even if you didn't, please consider subscribing to the channel. Tell me what you guys think of What Was That by Lorde in the comments below. Keep listening, and I'll talk to you guys later. I have to watch a freaking YouTube ad. Ew. Really good pair of speakers, so okay, good. I'm still recording. Thanks for watching.